Bismillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem. I would like to welcome all the faculty members on behalf of Deanship of E-Learning and Distance Learning at Northern Border University. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to take a virtual class for the students in Northern Border University on Blackboard system. So first thing, you must know that you need to log into the Blackboard account in order to create a virtual class. The URL or the website for Blackboard is lms.nbu.edu.sa. Once you enter this web address inside your browser, you will see a login page. By default, the login page interface is Arabic. You need to change the interface to English if you are an English speaker. On the top left side of your screen, you have a globe icon. Take your cursor to the globe icon. You will have three options. The first is English. Choose English to change the interface of your Blackboard account. Once you choose English, you will have the interface from left to right direction. So first you need to enter the username, which will be your Iqama ID without the first digit of your Iqama. If you have never changed the password, or if you have never logged into your account, or if you are the first time logger, then in this situation, your Iqama ID and your password, your username and the password will be same as your Iqama ID without the first digit. So now let us begin the session. I log on with my credentials. Once you log into your Blackboard account, you will have top frame tabs here. In this tab, the second tab is courses. You need to click on courses. You will find all the list of courses. Choose a course where you would like to have your virtual class for your students. I choose this course. I click on this course to go inside the course. Once I am inside the course, to create a virtual class, I need to scroll the first page, that is called the home page of my account. On the left side, you have a left side panel with white background. This entire side panel with white background is called as course menu. Below course menu, you have another side panel with black background. This entire side panel is called control panel. The control panel will be available only for faculty members. However, it doesn't appear to the student's view. So let me show you once again. Sometimes most of the faculty members, while doing any activity inside course menu, mistakenly they might end up by closing this course menu. How you close the course menu? By clicking an icon here. If you see a bar or a thin line which gets highlighted when you take your cursor over there, this thin line is useful for expanding the course menu as well as to hide the course menu. If I click on this thin line, I can able to see the course menu again. So this is one basic troubleshooting point you need to remember. Most of the faculty members, by mistake or accidentally, they might hide the course menu and they become afraid, saying that where is my course menu? I have a lot of contents there. So it's normal, not a problem. Just remember that if it gets hidden, you need to just click on this thin line to show it, get it back again. So let me come back to the course control panel. Inside control panel, you need to click on course tools. When you expand the course tools, you will get list of lot of tools which you have inside your account. So now inside this course tool, there is one tool called Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. You need to click on Blackboard Collaborate Ultra to start creating a session for your virtual class. So I'll click on Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. It will take a minute time to load the screen in front of you. Now you have the screen open. You will see a tab called Create Session. You need to click on Create Session in order to create the session. The most important part is you need to type the name of the session. What is the session about? For example, my session is online training, online class, and then the topic name. For example, my topic name is language and translations. So now I have just entered the session name. So all my students will see this name. If you would like to schedule this session for today's date, by default it will take the current time and then 1 hour later to the current time. That means at this time it's 7:19 in the morning. So the session will be scheduled till 8:19 in the morning today at the same day. Now if I would like to create the session for later date, for example I want to make this session for tomorrow's date, I just need to change the date from here. If it's 11 today, then tomorrow it will be 12th. I'll schedule it for 12th. And then I want this session not just for 1 hour, I want to change the session time for 2 hours. I want to make it 9. You can select and change it to 9. It's very simple. However, let me create the session for the current date and time, because I would like to show you how the settings appear in front of you, how the screen appears once you finish creating session. Let me make it back to normal. So once you do all these things, you need to click save. So what you have done actually is you have entered the session name and then you kept the time as it is to normal if you are taking the session currently. If you are not taking the session currently, if you would like to schedule it for later date, then you need to change the schedule. Once you finish doing that, click save. Okay, once you click save, if this session is currently available to your students, then you will see a message here inside the brackets which says that it's in progress. This means that this session is available now. So the most important part is, once you create a session, you must have a link for the session. From where do you get this link? Click on this online class language and translations. A menu pops up. You have something called guest link here. You cannot copy the guest link directly from the link URL. Next to the URL box, you have something called copy. Click on copy. Once you click on copy, your entire link is copied. So now you have the guest link available with you. What do you mean by guest link? Guest link is a link which has to be given to the students. Once the student receives this link, he will click on this link and he will be able to join your session as a student. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to copy this link and then close this menu. If you remember the previous tutorial, you know about course menu. Inside course menu you have content. Go to content. If you remember, we have created weekly folders, and if you have more than one faculty in your course, then you will create multiple folders for each faculty name, so that the student inside that course, if he needs to attend the lecture for Dr. Ahmed Majoon, he will attend the lecture for Dr. Ahmed Majoon by going inside this folder. Okay, so suppose in this example I'll show you that how you will add the link to the student. You will go to build content, click on web link, and if you have more than one faculty inside this course, you will write the faculty name, for example Dr. Ahmed Majoon online class, and the class schedule time. For example, this class is scheduled for today's date, that is 11th of March 2020 at 7 a.m. So this is how you are going to name your web link. That is, this is how you are going to give a name to your virtual class link. I'll show you how it will affect the naming convention, how the naming part is going to affect your virtual class, and what impact it gives to the student. And then here at the URL text box, you will paste the link which you have copied from the virtual class session which you have created just now. And once you finish it, click on submit. You will see a link globe icon is created, and by default it goes down to the last position. You can drag this position and pull it up till it reaches the top position. The reason why I do this, to make sure that students do not get confused and they might think that okay, on my screen I don't see the online class link, that means the faculty did not put the link. So in order to avoid any confusion or any misunderstanding, we prefer to keep the online link at the top position. So the reason why I keep the name Dr. Ahmad Majun, because if this course has more than one faculty, if this course doesn't have more than one faculty, then in that situation you don't need to write your name, because already you are the only instructor into this course. So any student comes inside this course, he will understand that okay, this course belongs to my faculty, and he will attend the class. I would like to add one more thing inside this link. While creating the link, I would like to modify the link now. To modify this link, you need to go to drop down menu, expand it, select edit, and you will have this link edited again. So you can make customization. Now I would like to also enter my lecture name. Online class on e-learning. If today's topic for my lecture is e-learning, I will mention my topic name and then click submit. Because you will be giving multiple lectures on different topics, so each topic will have its own name. So this is how you will create a link available for your students so that the student can enter your virtual class. So for example, I am a student, I log into my Blackboard account, I will go to this course and I will go to content. When I click on content, I have at the top position the globe icon which says Dr. Ahmad Majun online class on e-learning, scheduled on 11th of March 2020 at 7 a.m. So I'll click on this link. The moment I click on this link, it will redirect me to another page where I will enter my university ID. Because I'm a student, I'll enter my university ID as well as I'll enter my name, and then click on join session. So this is how I will join the session as a student, and this is what you are going to tell your students, that how to join the session. If your student would like to speak to you, then the student will click on this audio button which is by default blocked. When the student clicks on it, he is able to speak to the faculty member. And if the student wants to send you a chat message, he will expand this sidebar at the bottom right side of your screen. When this bar is expanded, you have chat box as a first option. So this is how you will send messages to your faculty member. As a student, the student can send message to a faculty member. I'll close this because I'm not a student and the session is dedicatedly for faculty members. But since student might ask you a question that, dear faculty, how should I join the session? So you need to tell the student that click on content. You have a link called Dr. Ahmad Majun online class on e-learning scheduled for this date and this time. Click on the link. You will be redirected to a new page and where you need to enter your university ID as well as your name, and then click on join session. This is how the student joins the session. Now the question comes, how the faculty joins the session. Okay, the faculty has to go to the same place where he or she has created the session. So I will scroll down my screen. I'll go to control panel. Inside control panel, if you remember, we know about course tools. Inside course tools, we have Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Click on Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Once you click on Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, you will have your course link available with you. The virtual class link available with you. You need to click on this link. When you click on this link, you see a window pops up and it says you have joined session. So when you join the session from this location, you will be joining the session as a faculty member. And if you copy this link from here and paste it inside content and make it available for students, then the student will join the session using the link URL as a student. So any user who joins the link, who joins your session using a URL, by default he will be joining as a student. And any user who will join the session by clicking on join session inside the course through control panel, then he will join as a faculty. I'll click on join session now. It will give me my name and it will say that you are going to join the session. So now I'm inside the session. So the first thing, once you go inside the session, you need to remember, it's very important that you need to unblock the microphone icon. Once you unblock it, then only you will be able to share your audio with your students. So make sure you click on it. And if you are going to take the session on a web camera from your laptop or from your desktop or through some other way, you have to, if you would like to go with sharing your video, you can click by sharing this. It will ask you that allow your web camera, and then you can allow, and your video will be available to your students as well. I'll block it now, and I'll just want to make sure that I'll share my audio. To share your audio, you have to click on this icon. Once you do this, if you remember, as I told you earlier, that you have at the bottom right side of your screen, you have a purple icon. You need to expand this icon to see the chat messages which your students have shown you, or which of the students have sent you. And next to the chat box, you have another icon which says attendees. What do you mean by attendees? When you click on this attendees icon, it will show you that these are the list of students who have joined your session. You might have 50 students, you might have 20 students, depends on how many students are joining the session. So the next to attendees session, you have another square box. When you take your cursor there, it will show the caption of it that it's sharing your content. If you would like to share your screen with your student, you will go here and click on share content. As a faculty member, when you click here on share content, you have three choices: share blank whiteboard, share files, share application. Let me show you when I share blank whiteboard what happens. When you click on share blank whiteboard, a whiteboard appears to you, and on the top side of your screen you have stop sharing icon. This means that your screen has already been started sharing with your students. So this whiteboard is used for writing something, typing something, and you would like to show it. It's actually a virtual whiteboard. So this is how you will share your whiteboard. Now if I would like to share my entire screen, maybe you don't want to share your whiteboard because you don't want to write something, rather you prefer writing something by opening a Word document and showing it to your student. In that situation, what you will do is you will share your application screen. When you click on share application screen, a window pops up again, and you have a drop down menu here. Click on the drop down menu, go to the last choice which says entire screen. Click on entire screen. It will ask you whether you would like to share your entire screen with the end user, which is your student. You must say allow. Once I say allow, immediately I'll see that this screen has been splitted into multiple pieces. What does that mean? This means that your screen is being shared with all your students. So your screen remains like this, and then you will start teaching your student by going back to your course. For example, you have course here. You can go to your content and tell the student, dear student, once you log into your Blackboard account, the most important thing you need to remember is you need to go to your content, and always make sure that you will go inside the right folder. If you have more than one faculty inside the course, click on the faculty name folder and see the lectures. For example, my faculty member is Dr. Ahmad Majoon. I'll go inside this folder. I will have my lecture. I can download this PowerPoint. It's a PowerPoint file. I can download it. So this is how you will explain to every student. So, and if you would like to show something or some video or some PowerPoints which are stored in your computer, in your PC, then you can go to your PC as well, because your entire screen is being shared. I'll minimize my browser. I'll go to my computer. I'll show him that I have some PowerPoint files for this session. For example, I have some PowerPoint files for e-learning. Let me show you. And I would like to have show some banner or some image to my student. So this is how I am sharing my entire screen and explaining everything to my student. So once you do all of these efforts in order to explain the student, You might come up with a question that okay, I am sharing my screen, I would like to record my screen as well. I would like to record the entire session. Why you would like to record the entire session? Because if you have 20 students in your class, it's not necessary that all the 20 students attend your session. So you can record your session, make it available for your student. So how to record your session? On the top left side of your screen, if you expand it, it'll give you an option called start recording. Once you click on start recording, the moment you click on start recording, from that point the recording begins. So whatever you explain inside your training, inside your class, everything will be recorded, including your interactivity between you and your student, including the files you are sharing with the student, including the messages you send to your student, and everything what you are doing inside your class. So this is recording, which is going to help you once the session is completed, and you can put your recording available for your student for the offline purpose. This will help the students who have attended the session. They can repeat the session and again till they understand everything. And also the student who missed the session, they can also see the recording again and again to understand everything. So this is how you will explain everything to your student, and this is what you have on virtual class. So once you finished your class, you have explained everything, you have used the chat messages to send. Once you finish the session, you can come to chat messages and ask the student what is your doubt, what questions you have. The student will type message and ask you, or the student even can ask you through audio by talking to you. So give the chance to each student one by one. Let each student ask you questions separately. For example, student 1 will ask you question, I could not understand how do you use phonetics in language. What is the purpose of phonetics in language? So once you get the question from student, you can answer the questions, and then you can write the message to the student. Okay, so this is how you will do your online class. Make sure once you finish your online class, go back to the top left screen, left side top menu, expand it and stop recording. Make sure you stop your recording. Okay, once I click stop recording, it will take almost 1 hour of time to the maximum to make your recording available on your Blackboard account. Okay, once you finish recording, you should also stop sharing your screen. The moment you stop sharing your screen, no student can see your screen. So I'll click on stop sharing my screen. So now my screen is not being shared, my recording has stopped. So where does all this go? Where can I see all these records? How the activity is monitored? Okay, let me finish the session. The session has been finished. Close this browser tab in order to say that okay, the session is also closed now. I'll close the session, and you need to go to the same place from where you have created the virtual class session. That is Control Panel, Course Tools and Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. When you go to Control Panel, Course Tools, Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, if you see a black color bar here, on the left side of this bar, you have a menu icon. You need to click on the menu icon. When you click on the menu icon, you have sessions, and below sessions you have an option called recordings. So if you remember, we have selected to start recording and we have selected to stop recording. So all this recording, where does it save? It will be saved inside this recording tab. I click on recording. I will see all my recordings which I have done till now inside the training. If you have done only one recording, you will have only one recording here. If you have done more than one, the number of recordings you have done will appear here. So this is how you will have audio recordings. Now how the recordings will help you? Very simple. If this is your recording and you would like to make this recording available for your student, select this recording. If at the last right side of your screen, you have a message icon which says settings or recording options. Click on recording options and you will be able to download this recording. or you can watch this recording now. Even you have an option to copy this recording link. You need to scroll down your browser. Scroll down your screen, and then you will have an option for watch this video. You can download it. You can copy the link. So for now, the only thing what I will do, and we recommend all the faculty members to do, is just copy the link. This is the link which is copied for this recording. Once you copy the link, go back to contents, create a folder with a name, mention it as live recorded sessions. This is I'm giving you example. You can give it any name according to your students' understanding. And click on submit. Once you click on submit, by default the folder is created and situated at the last position of your screen. Drag the folder, put it to the second position for the students to understand it easily. Then click open this folder. Again go to build content, go to web link, give it a name as live recorded session. For lecture 1, which is language and translations. If you remember, I have given the title for this lecture, language and translations. So because you will have many recordings, many sessions, each session will be for different topic. So it's better for you to mention the topic name. And then if you remember, you have copied the URL, you just need to paste the URL here, click on submit. So the moment you do it, the recorded session will appear here, and you will explain to the student that you have a recording here. Student will come to this point, click on recording, the new window pops up which will show you a video. The student will open this, click on video, and it will see that there is a session which has been recorded, and he will learn and refresh and recall all the lectures what you have given through this lecture. So this is how you will add the lecture and make it available for the student even who missed the session. So I'll close now. So this is all about creating a virtual class for your student. Now the second question, how do I know in my virtual class how many students attended my session? It's very simple. The attendance is taken by default from the system itself. You need to go back to the same place, course tools, Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Need to remember that you have something called filter by. Change the filter by to all previous sessions. When you click on all previous sessions, you will have the sessions which you have already completed. For example, this is my session which I took yesterday. I want to see the attendance for this student. I'll click on the session. I just take my cursor to the session, and then on the right side you have a settings icon. Click on session options, click on view reports. When you click on view reports, it will show you a list of students who have attended the session. If you see the students who have attended the session is 26. I'll click on view report. I will see all my student names here. These are all my student names, and you can export this report to an Excel sheet as well by clicking on this link. So this is how you will see the attendance for your students, and this is how you will create your virtual class. I hope you understood everything, and if you have still confusion, you can repeat watching this session and again till you understand. And I would like to thank you on behalf of eLearning for watching this tutorial to use the Blackboard system for conducting virtual class in Northern Border University. You have a great day. Assalamu alaikum.